Hello, I'm Jingxuan, or you can call me by my initials JX. Today I'll be sharing with you how I manage my school modules with ClickUp. This is a video version of my article in Medium, which you may find the link to it in the description box below. A little about myself. I work and study part-time. Managing work and study at the same time is challenging. However, I'm glad that I found ClickUp. ClickUp helps relieve the stress because at the back of my mind, I know that my tasks and assignments are tracked. But before we go on, it's important to note that I am just an ordinary user of ClickUp. I am not sponsored by ClickUp. I am not an employee of ClickUp. My intention is simply to share how I use ClickUp as a user, and every user of ClickUp has an affiliated link. If you want to sign up, you may use my affiliated link, which is found in the description box below, or you may use the original link from ClickUp. So, are you ready to learn how to manage your module in ClickUp? Come, let me show you how. So as you can see from my screen right here, this is how I set up my study space in ClickUp. Right, so this is my study space, and then I have each term is a folder. Okay, so in ClickUp, this is a space, this is a folder, and this is a list. Yeah. So you can have lists inside a folder, or you can have lists just directly under the space. Yep. So for this case, admin will be like, when do I need to pay school fees? A reminder for myself to pay school fees, or like a reminder if I want to apply for like financial aid. Yeah. So I recently made it not too long ago, and then I decided to like just have a copy of it so I can show you for the purpose of this video. I give purple for study, so this is, so you can see it's like a different shade of purple. Okay, and yep, so it's up to you which color you want to do. So for me, I blue for work, so pink for personal, and so on. So the moment I get hold like of an information of a module, let me show you example in module 1. I would immediately put in like the module code, which semester is it that I'm taking, and what is the lecture, when is it physical or Zoom? Yeah, it's very important to know it these days. And then my exam dates, and then the component. Okay, so for module 1, my professor have not given us the components yet, so that's why it's still empty. But let me show you module 2. Module 2, I have the component already key in here. And if you want to edit anything here, you can just click on the space, and then there you go. You can make any edits here, and it will be updated, it will be reflected. Let me just show you if I change to less than 30%. You can see on the right, change 30. Let me change it back to 25. Okay, then there's this underline thing here. You can either click on this to remove the underline, or you can just click Ctrl U. Okay, anytime. So you can click anywhere to get out of this right pane. Okay, or you can just click on this X. Next, I'll add in the known activities of this module. What I mean by known activities is I know that I have a class on alternate Mondays, so I key in here. I know that I have a class on every Thursday, so I key in here. And then I know that I have an exam. Yep. And I know that I need to do an individual assignment and group assignment. So these are the main things I need to do for this module. And then I have a task on my own, which I want to download all the class materials into my laptop. Yep, I have not done so I'm just trying to key in here like this. Another way I did was I added a tag, so I tell myself that this is a class for like exams and all these three which have a weightage to it. I put in as this red color, assignment, it's red, so that I know that's important. I don't miss out on any of it. And lastly, this download class materials is more of like homework kind of thing that I want to do. So I just put it as compulsory to myself, hey, this is compulsory to download. So one thing you notice right here is that these activities or these tasks are all not sorted by dates. So what you can do is in ClickUp, we can actually sort them into dates. Right, you can sort by start date first, then only the end date. So you can see you can sort 2 columns at the same time. Okay, so the reason why you might be wondering, how come these two, 6 June is before 10 July? How come is it here? The reason is because you need to add in a start date here. Okay, so let me put in a start date, 6 June, and there you go. You can either click on start date and find the respective date. Or if you want, you can just click on 27, 6, 2021 and enter. And then there you go. Then right now everything is in the proper order according to the dates. Yes, so one thing you might want to do is save this view so that next time when you come back to this, you can see it in the same sorted by date. If not, next time you come in, it will all be jumbled up again. This may seem tiring to set up, but it is a one-term effort at the start of the semester. So like when I get my modules, then I actually fill in all these details. Yep, so it actually helps me to ensure like everything is there at the back of my mind. All these tasks will be actually stored there. So well, I'm actually working on templates. I have a link there which you can put in your email, and then the moment that I decided to go live, actually download my template. So, and I also intend to have probably another video separately teach you how you can set up the template yourself, how to download it, and then what information you can key in, etc. So look forward to that one. So now, this is how I set up, but exactly how do I use it? Okay, let me show you how do I use it with this example here. So, okay, individual assignment. Okay, I briefly saw, if I'm not wrong, this individual assignment is like a research-based kind of thing. So research-based, then in that case, I usually do like, write outline. Then I would do like maybe do draft one. Oops, that's draft one. Then I will do draft two. Then I will do draft three. And then maybe I will look at final look through, right? Then I will do um submit. Yep, the simplest. So, but the thing is, all these 6 subtasks here, like draft one, it's so vague. So what I do is I will key in, like I will write an outline, then I will do draft one, draft two. So, oh yes, another trick. I should have done this earlier. So let me show you. You can key in like this on the right hand side here in this comments area. Okay, and then submit. And then you can highlight everything, copy it, right? Just copy. You go to the new subtask here, you paste. They can actually detect 6 tasks. So you click create 6 tasks. I should have done this earlier. Let me show you how to delete. You click on the first one. Yeah, and then you can just do this and then you delete. I think I missed out a draft 3. Okay, then you delete. So yeah, there you go. So since this is sorting by manual, you can actually shift it up. Yeah. Yeah, now it looks more. Okay, so right down here you can write down like, okay, maybe bullet point will be the main ideas of the paper. And then draft one, I can be working on completing the introduction. And then draft two, it can be completing the body, which is like the details. Okay, and then draft three would be like completing the conclusion. Okay, and then final look through would be look at all the grammar and all the like phrasing, whether does it make sense, professional. Lastly, submit is quite simple. You just submit and then you comment and there you go. So when you are doing write outline, you can immediately know what are the things that you need to do in order to count this as completed. Okay, so write outline, you can actually set a due date. You can let's set it at tomorrow 7. Then you can set draft 2 as maybe draft 1 as 10. Well, this way is also possible to set it. There's another way, let me teach you. It's actually via the calendar view. If you're first time setting this, you might not be able to see the subtask. So what you need to do is click on settings, show subtask. Yeah, and now your subtasks are here. So same thing, remember to save your view. You can see that I have a write outline, I have a draft, do a draft 1. So now I have to do a draft 2 maybe on 17. So you can just drag and drop like that. Draft 3 on the next week on 24th. And then followed by you want to do a final look through on 30th. Usually I put the final look through and submit together. It's just the last activity to just tie everything together. Yeah, so this is how you can do it. So there you go, you have all your tasks on different dates. So you know that, at the back of your mind, like all these tasks are being captured and you don't have to worry. You just need to do when you see it on the calendar. Let me show you more stuff. So right now here, if you go back to the list, you can actually see there's this little arrow. So you click and expand. These are all the subtasks. So the good thing about ClickUp is that you can make multiple level of subtasks. Let me show you. So let's say draft 1. Let's say you need to ask your prof a question. Ask prof on bullet point 1. So there you go. So you can set a date here, but as in like you don't know, like if you put this on, let's say on Friday, how will it affect your other subtasks, you see. So we go to the calendar view. So under calendar view here, you can see that this right hand panel, there is actually a one unscheduled task. You need to ask him before you work on draft 1. You can just drag and drop on maybe the 7th. So I can write the outline at the same time I ask him this one way. Okay, let me hide this on the right. Or another way is you can move this ask prof on bullet point 1 to 10 and you move draft 1 to another day. Because sometimes when we ask the professor, they might need time to respond. So we might need to move draft 1 another day. So let me drag over to, let's say, 12. There'll be a pop-up that comes up. So they ask you whether do you want to change the subtask date. Because below draft 1, you actually need to ask the professor. So if you click on change subtask date, right, this ask professor bullet point will go directly under 12 May. But that's not what we want. We don't want to do these two tasks on the same day. We want to give the prof some time to reply. So we click on no thanks. So now we go back to the list. Okay, we expand this and then we can see that now draft 1. There's an arrow under draft 1 too. You can expand and see a more detailed subtask. Okay, if I'm not wrong, there are up to 7 levels of subtasks, right? But for me, I think 3 levels is fine. To me, 3 levels makes sense. Like this really helps to like break down, the big task. So you know that okay, end of the day after I do all this, I'll be able to submit my assignment on time, and then also be quality work because you keep looking at it at different times and you keep working on it. So to all students out there, you may take this chance during the summer break or June holidays to set up this space to get ready for the next semester. For those who are graduating or have graduated, do keep a lookout in my Medium profile and YouTube channel, as I also intend to share more on how I use ClickUp for other aspects of my life. With that, thank you for making it this far. Stay tuned for the next article and video on how to set this up yourself in ClickUp with my templates. Alternatively, you may sign up via the ClickUp form that I set up to get immediate updates when I release the template. Thank you and see you.